So these are the modifications I have done to my ZhanChi. Quickly I will brief them. First of all, the no-brainer 48 point edge mod. So you see right here there is a sharp edge over there. So basically you just smoothen it out and make it more rounded. Yeah, okay. So the next mod is again you see there is a sharp line on this region, both sides of the edge piece. Yeah, so that also has to be rounded off a bit smoother, just a tad, not too much. The next one is the corner piece. You see there is a flattish surface over here and two like edges, so that is rounded off to form a little bit of an easy entry. See that? Rounded off. Why this is required is when the corner and the edge, like that, if it is entering, sometimes it gets stuck over here. See this part, it gets stuck over here because if the cube bends and if you're turning a face while the cube is bent, this doesn't come in so nicely. So a rounded off attack would be much better. The next mod is to the center. So for that, this corner piece has a kind of a belly in its stem. So this belly, it kind of interferes with the center when it tries to move in. You see it interferes with the center right there. A clicky noise. Yeah, so if we modify the center, so basically this sharp lines on the bottom precisely, not on the top, sorry. Yeah, these lines, if they're rounded off, it is much easier. Originally it is a bit sharp, see that? It's a bit sharp. Now this just helps to reduce the stresses and it feels a little less explosive. It won't pop as much. And quickly I'll go through the other center mods. They are pretty obvious, or maybe I was just at it so I did them. I don't know if it's required or not. This portion I rounded off, this part. Also this area also I've rounded off slightly because the corner piece sometimes gets locked on this region, hence it is rounded off. This next mod, maybe you might not agree, or maybe it's too brave because well, first let me explain what it is. You see the edge center, the construction is such that the main contact takes place here. These two are the supportive surfaces in which the contact between these two pieces take place, and as you can see on the top part there's a gap. So these places there's a gap, so basically there's too much, how do I say, crowded. If the centerpiece has to go through these two center, if the edge piece has to go through the center pieces, it has to push its way through, and there's too much of stress developed very close to the center. So I mean, normal engineering instinct would tell you that is not really good. It makes the cube pop a lot and there's too much residual stress inside. So alright, you might not like what I'm going to tell you. It is basically to reduce that stress. I have rubbed off a little bit of material from this portion so that there is slightly more gap opening up between the edge and the center. So yeah, so the effort required to move this might be reduced, and moreover the contact pressure between two may be transferred further up, maybe, I don't know. So well, do this mod at your own risk. You can also alternatively rub off the material from the center region, this part where it touches the edge here, right? So this part basically I rubbed off, as in I removed a little bit of material so that it is less stressful inside the cube. And this is where the Guhong was good, because it had the contact distributed evenly along the entire length of these two pieces. You see there's no gap, and it's distributed evenly along the length, so it feels more stable. Yeah.